Hey there, everyone. I am super excited to be sharing this new year with you, 2022. And I always like to think of it as literally 222. So to me, numerologically, it's a really beautiful number. I know it adds to 6, but the purpose here today is to really share with you what's coming forward from the Color Council. And these are, their energy is ultraviolet. So something that you definitely need your sunglasses for and sunblock for. Well, I thought we'd start just by let's connect. And what I'd like to do is do the tuning forks. I don't know if you've ever used tuning forks before. These are C and G. They're by Biosonics, and I'll put the link for them below if you'd like to get your own set. But they make the perfect fifth. And so when you hit them together, which will sometimes not come on the computer, but let me try. Get this nice resonance sound. And together, you just go by your ears, and they disappear because I have the blur background on. So you do that, put them by your ears, and then you can flip them to either side. This helps really, you feel it inside like you're getting this full inner alignment. I also like to carry a clear crystal quartz, just a small one. I have huge crystals that are around me that support me. And I also like to light candles and so forth. So do whatever you would like right now. In fact, if you have a candle nearby, why don't you go ahead and light it, and we will begin with this group intention of bringing forward what we need to know for this coming year, for 2022. Just so you know, I don't listen to other channels or anything like that because I want to have a really clear message, and I don't want it to be tainted. That way I don't doubt myself. So it's a good way to do that. A lot of us that do channel or connect with spirit in this way, we'll try and stay clear and not watch each other's messages, and that's the reason why. It's not that I don't love them and appreciate them all, I do. So let's just go ahead and close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. And if you have a crystal, go ahead and hold it or smell the fragrance of your candle. And I want you to envision that we're all in a circle together. And I want you to envision this beautiful white light surrounding you. And it's clear, crystal clear white light, shimmery like sparkles. And you start to see lines from it connect to your soul connections. To those of us in the circle, we're all kind of connecting and using our beautiful energy to bring forward this message for this coming year. This is a group message. Good. So go ahead and just feel this connection. Make sure you feel your feet firmly planted. And in fact, please just envision these beautiful roots growing from the soles of your feet down into the earth. They're just digging down deep into the earth, down to the core, that beautiful molten core in the center of our earth, and wrapping around it and bringing that beautiful energy back up. So we're very connected to the earth, connected to each other, emanating this beautiful energy that's coming from the core up into our legs, our feet, around our calves, our knees, up our thighs, going around our torso, down our shoulders to our fingertips, and up and circling around our head. And then just envision this beautiful energy. There's like some gold sparkle light that's now starting to glow and emanate from all of us surrounding this earth. Okay. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. I always like to do that. They're always different each and every time. It helps us to connect to what we really are. So at this time, I'd like to ask my higher self and my guides to step forward. Okay, we have stepping forward, um, who I call Maha. He's the leader of the Color and Light Council. He has these blue violet eyes. I'll sometimes just call him BV, blue violet for short, just so you know. And he's opening up his arm to saying, go ahead and look. And there's these gates, and they're silver tall gates that are have like the striped metal bars in between. It's a little bit modern and a little, yes, and this is future. Okay. So there's these silver gates. So silver is about technology. Silver is futuristic. It's also the divine feminine. It's aligned with the moon energy, feminine energy. And so it's like there's this gate that is at least 10 feet tall and probably as wide, that is closed before us. The path is interesting because the path is like a white sparkly dust, like sand, and so it has a iridescent sheen to it, very magical. So this is something, this path is magical. This path is, it's very lit up, meaning it's a light sand color with this iridescent shimmer, almost like glitter, but much more fine. And it's kind of like when you see the yellow brick road, right? And that's kind of what this is lighting up is, but it's very light sand, iridescent. Okay. All right. So this gate, can't see beyond it. It's almost like there is a gray behind it all, a little bit of a fog. And so it's almost like it's not really gating anything because there's no fence along it. It's just these two gated doors that are shut. And in reality, there's not anything they're protecting because the path goes alongside it and up and around. So it's really more the path that is lit up versus the gate. The gate is open, but people, when they walk through, I guess they shut it, but it just goes to really nothing. There's nothing there. So we'll talk about what this means. But right now, this is just the vision. Okay, so we're going to follow this beautiful path, and it's going into it's like a blue-green mist. So blue-green is all about seeking, spiritual seeking, truth, bringing forward truth. So lots of seeking on this path. Okay, so there's a branch of the path that kind of goes off to the right, and it's not lit up. It's a little darker. And then you can see that some of it goes, it keeps going straight and down into, looks like a valley. Okay, so is this where the world is kind of heading? I'm just curious. Okay, yes, all right. So this is about our planet, about the people on this earth. So it's almost like there's three paths. There's the main beautiful sparkly path that doesn't seem to be trodden on too much. There is this gate, beautiful gate, but there's no fence line, and it's not, it's almost, they're giving me the sense that it's very like it's hollow inside. So it's very light, like it can't get blown over if the wind were to come, but then it goes into this gray fog, dense clouds. So it's not really fog, they're dense gray clouds. So that's not good. We don't want to go there. Then the path will veer off to a little bit to the right. And if you go just a little bit further, then it goes down into this beautiful valley. And it seems to like, then you're going into this beautiful blue-green mist, this truth, this off ramp. It's what it feels like, kind of goes into a dark area that one can't see. So, okay, so those are the three options. We're just going straight down into this valley, and it's very open, and it's woo, okay, it's getting all this tingling in my head. It's almost, it looks like there are merchants seated around, like with little tables. This feels very 15th, 16th century, kind of how people would set up on the side of the road in an open field and sell their wares. So this is kind of what this is looking like. The path just kind of ends here. It's golden, it's a golden field, golden colored, not the metal gold, but just golden colored, like wheat. And it's almost like there's all different kinds of people, merchants. And you can tell that this is like their livelihood. This is like what they're selling from their farm or from what they've made. This feeds them. This is not big conglomerate companies. There's nothing fancy about this. This is has a very much a village feel. So they're on either side. There's not many of them. So I would say there's maybe 4 or 5 in the main field. And then on the other side of the path, there's a couple more. And then the path continues on to where it gets really golden, like yellow, like really yellow. And that is really open, like rolling hills. So it's almost like we end up in this area for a bit where there are people selling what they need to sell to live. And then we continue on, and the field is very open. It's almost like you just feel free, like you can just run with your arms wide open. It's a feeling of joy and happiness. And very yellow, like it went from like a golden wheat color to like really just this beautiful golden yellow. And it rolls, okay, it rolls out to the sea. It's just like these rolling beautiful hills are smooth. There's nothing, there's no hindrances or blocks or anything like that stop you. It's just really smooth and kind of flows down to a shore, and you can see the ocean or body of water. It's, I can't quite tell, but there is a beautiful, and it's very blue and clear body of water. All right, so there's something still that's holding me in this market, this area where there is a market, and there is a woman there with a white scarf over her head, and she looks to be like in her, she looks like an older villager. Like, I mean, I don't know how old anybody is anymore. So she could be in her 40s, she could be in her 70s. I have no clue. But she's over 40, and she's has brown hair and round cheeks. And it's like she's selling cheese or, okay. So it's like she's cutting slices of, it looks like cheese, some kind of food that she has made. And she's sharing a little bit of a sample. It's almost like she has this little twinkle in her eye, almost, but you get the sense, there's a sense like she's a gypsy. So you may have good or bad ideas about gypsies. Usually this would mean, do you trust them or not trust them? Do you, are you going to get everything you want here? Okay, so they're saying don't spend your hard-earned cash on everything here. Okay, because wow, all right. So because what's out there in the field beyond, which is super open and like the rolling yellow hills and it goes down to the beach, everything is there for you. And it doesn't cost anything. It's there for you. You do not have to pay these little merchants in this area for this. They're only going to give you a little taste, and they're not going to give you everything that you need to be completely happy. And so although it feels old world and ancient, it's not to be followed. They're basically saying, don't be hurt by it. Don't take it seriously. Don't take everything with a grain of salt, so to speak. Don't waste your time here. You'll feel like you're stuck. Like, I need to understand this. I need to do something here. I need to learn how to sell my wares or whatever they're doing. Like, maybe I need to be doing this if everybody's doing this. And it's basically like, no, keep walking, still follow the path, even though the path is there and it's a line that goes through this golden field, but it's almost like it matches the color of the golden field. And so yet it's still delineated, yet it's a little bit tricky because you can't really see where the path ends and where this golden field begins. And so there's room for trickery, for lack of better terms. There's room for trickery. Not saying you're going to get taken, but just saying follow the path. Don't get stuck here with the other things that may capture your attention, or may think that it will get you what you want. It will only give you a taste and will not, and everything that you need is actually at the end of this road, and it's free for all. And isn't that the case with really what we're searching and seeking, that it is free for everybody? Okay, so all right. Okay, so they're just showing the ocean and how the waves, as they come, you can actually see the foam. It's very white and crisp. And the ocean is very blue, almost closer to a blue-green, very, not quite turquoise. There's enough blue in there, but then it will kind of go to the turquoise. So blue, water, emotional, your emotions, your seeking, your spiritual emotions, very clear. You're able to really see clearly, understand your emotions more. People are kind of laying out by the beach and just enjoying watching the waves and seeing the beautiful, it's a yellow-orange sky, like sunrise, sunset, I don't know, but it's like the sky is lit up in yellow and orange, and with this beautiful clear blue and sometimes blue-green water. And it feels warm, like it's almost like it's not your typical ocean, right? It almost feels like it's like it could be a lake, for example, where the water is warm and a little more clear. It doesn't feel like there's any salt to it. Like it's like bath water, like you could bathe in it, and it's warm. Pure, they keep saying pure. Okay. So anything else that we need to understand or know? Okay, so they're just saying this is 2022 and they're showing 2022 in gold and it's sparkling. So that's the end, like not the end of 2022 is going to look like that, but that's the possibility. So they're from the beginning of this vision, there's obviously things that can distract or take us on a different path that will not get us where we need to be going. So the gates are more like, oh wow, it's more technology, and it's not so much, even though silver is about divine feminine, this is not a shiny silver. It is a matte silver, almost like it's been like nickel, where it's darker, been darkened. So it's not bright, shiny silver. So this tells me that it's just tarnished technology, tarnished silver, tarnished protection. Silver is a protector in its purest sense. So it's just not what it seems to be, and it's hollow, so it's not strong, and it's really not gating you, or it's not protecting you. It's a gate, but it goes nowhere. It goes to dark gray clouds. So don't go there. Keep going, and when you get to the path, when you get to the part of your 2022 where you may be fascinated with what people are selling, or things that are shared with you that seem too good to be true, or that pull on your heartstrings. Okay, so this one's hard. Because we like to give and help others. And this is like something that's going to pull a little bit on your heartstrings, but please, they're just asking for you to keep looking straight ahead and make sure you're on the right path and staying on the path. And the only way that you know that you're on the path is if you are actually meditating on a hopefully daily basis, but if not, at least 2 or 3 times a week. Really make that a New Year's resolution for yourself, to be always connected within, so that you don't get distracted, because the end result is this beautiful golden field, which is just open for possibilities. And there is connection and a beautiful emotional state, and also a beautiful world that is stepping forward. So it's very good. There's just, it's almost like little, I hate to say warnings, because spirit doesn't really warn. They're just letting you know to stay connected within yourself. Listen to your intuition, trust yourself. That's one of the big things. I think a lot of us have a hard time with that, trusting. So please trust yourself. All right, anything else? Okay, they're like literally streaming these multicolored strands of semi-precious stones together, and it's almost like they're placing them on you. So they're placing them on all of us. We all have this long strand. It's almost like a necklace of these astral multicolored beads around us. And they're also a little bit ancient. So there's some wisdom there to kind of help guide you. Okay. So it's just a gift that they're giving you. and literally it is connecting us so that it's almost like it helps us stay on the right path, because it's not easy. We're going to get distracted. We're going to have moments of 2022 where we're either stressed or we're overworked or we're anxious, mixed in with joy and happiness. And so what they're saying is the end all be all is really going to be very prosperous and happy, free, like you're going to feel very connected and very free. So that could mean a variety of things, but that's just the metaphor, the message that they're sharing. Okay. All right, so now they're just bowing to you. And I'm wishing you a beautiful 2022. Remember that you have your strand of astral gemstones, multicolored gemstones around you on your neck, that will just kind of light up and sparkle. So if you need to know, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? They will kind of sparkle a little bit and let you know yes. So that's one of your guides, as well as going within. So you can use that also to trust your intuition. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. And I wish you a beautiful 2022, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.